Miles of traffic going down the road. What my partner there, he sit down. How long now he sit down in this traffic?
A good while now. About a half an hour or so.
A half an hour?
Yeah.
And watch me, just a car, a little car. That going down in a hole. You understand? And up to now they can't clean up this thing that taking place here. What's going on there? Straight up the highway. And I'm coming back on this side here to show you. Straight up the highway. Miles of traffic. People waiting here all kind of 3 and 4 hours. 5 hours. Nah, that was a little thing, but hours now. Look Papi now coming out of our car there. Fed up, sit down. Papi, you fed up, sit down there, boy. You fed up, sit down. You want to pee? How long now you sit down there? An hour. An hour now, people saying down here in this traffic. An hour now. An hour. And there's a third world country and then the first world man saying down here, oh Lord, what's going on up there? Yeah, man. Hours, what you might see, man, saying down here, hours. And right now we in Debe. A car just slip off the road and the car come and clean this thing, you know. Pressure there with it. A little accident up the road there. Yeah, accident. How long is it long in that traffic?
A while now.
A while. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We in Debe here, sit down in a piece of traffic for about almost half an hour now. And there are people that was here more than half an hour. As you could have seen just now there, in the clip that was aired before. The man sit down in traffic so long, he had was to leave the car and go and pee. Now, what we say in here concerning this is that this is our third world country, we head into first world status. And something like this in our country is deplorable. Because one little accident, or you can see about that in a formidable manner, that the commuters, yes, it was some form of disruption, yes. But the commuters must be able to continue and not be obstructed no such a this kind of long time, because it's not no 5 or 6 weeks, 2 cars that end up in a little accident. One end up down in a ditch and the next one end up at the next side of the road, have a little debris in front. You understand? Or you can clear one side and direct the traffic in a kind of, we have traffic wardens, we have the traffic branch, we have police officers, it's supposed to have ambulance. Now what you understand what's going on here is because of the deplorability of these services that could have rushed, or you don't have a contingency plan, or you don't know how to be proactive in situations like this. Come on now, man, this country, it appears to me that in this country people just collecting money just to do nothing, and people just being reactive instead of proactive. And in speaking about voting our consequence, I don't want to rush into that, you know, but I'm gonna leave my partner because he break it down to me in a kind of way that, you know, I feel it's necessary. You can't jump in faster, man.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sheldon Khan from the Progressive Empowerment Party for the Point Fortin constituency. My friend here is Jefferson, and he represents the Labre constituency for the Progressive Empowerment Party, as well as the union, workers' rights. And you might say, you know, why can't always announcing himself to be from the Progressive Empowerment Party? Why are you always trying to make this thing a political thing? I'll tell you why. So we've been sitting here in traffic for over an hour now. Right? And I'll tell you why I like to make everything a political thing. Because I'm certain that there is a representative for this area. I'm sure the hundreds of people who are sitting in traffic right now have representatives. But listen to this. Those representatives are getting paid to do a job. Listen, Dorothy, we're going down the rabbit hole. But the people who sitting in this traffic here, they don't believe in politics. They don't vote. Voting do have consequences. They don't believe in politics. They don't believe to vote. What voting go do? What difference will it make? So you have the power to change the person who is representing you if that person doesn't do the job properly. You're sitting down in traffic for an hour, your representative getting paid, you not willing to make the choice and change the representative by voting because you saying voting do have consequences. So that's why you will always sit in traffic. You is the one that's responsible for why change is not taking place. Because you don't want to take up your civil rights. You don't want to be responsible. You don't want to come out and vote. You don't believe in politics. You understand? Politics don't affect you. Yet you sitting in traffic for an hour and your MP passing at the side of your street, whoosh, getting paid. And you have the power, you know, you. So last, let me tell you how your representatives understand it. Last night I saw the Prime Minister in Indian way. And I know the fools who come and say, what's wrong with the Prime Minister being in Indian way? I didn't say there was anything wrong with the Prime Minister being in Indian way. I'm just trying to raise a point to hold your horses, they doggy. Last night I would have seen the Prime Minister in Indian way. Because you know why? He understands the power of the Indian vote. Negroes alone can't vote for the Prime Minister for being in the office, you know. So he put on Indian garb because he have Indian supporters. The member or the leader of the Indian party would have kept a Diwali celebration. They would say, she's a Hindu, she had to keep that. Yes, but the people she invited from all around, all those ambassadors are all around the world. They understand that she is in charge of the Indian vote. So the people who you pay to represent you understand the power of your vote. But you not voting. You don't care. You want to stay and let them get paid and you continue to suffer, but you don't understand your vote. So everybody this weekend is going to be paying homage to the Indian voters. Everybody this weekend is going to be trying to become the best Indian they could be. Because you know why? Because they want the Indian vote. And you sitting down in traffic for hours, you don't understand your power. You don't understand your own power. Because come election, you wouldn't go and vote. You have representatives that not working, not doing what they're supposed to do. You sit down in traffic for hours. They don't care about you because you don't understand your power. But you know, anytime you wake up and decide that the person who in power, that you have the power to change, and you start saying, hey, I don't want you no more because you're not working. You're going to see how fast anything can get fixed. And I do not believe that this country is a third world country. Because right now, at the tip of your fingers, you could go and watch any situation, any part of the world. to know what to do. You can fix anything with YouTube. So what are you telling me about there's no third world country, brother. We have oil, we have gas, we have people coming from halfway and around the world to buy products here to go and make their country better. The only person that keeping us back is the representatives. And the only reasons why the representatives not working is because of you. You is the reason. Because once you realize that your representative is there because you would have not voted, and then they get some CPAP workers to fill the void because you sit down there and you want to exercise your rights. You don't want to make the change, but then you want to sit in traffic and complain. You want to complain that people breaking in your house. How they can break in certain places' house and they can't break in other places' house? Because those people, they understand that. You realize in certain hardcore areas, there's always a high level of neglect. Because why? Because you're hardcore. And marginal areas where the representative is likely to get fired because the people will vote him out, those areas are always catered to. Because why? Those people understand the power of their finger. They understand the power of their vote. And nothing will change until you understand that. Until you realize that your representative is getting paid to represent you. And if he's not doing that, vote him out. I wanted to say a stronger word than that, you know. But Shiv Diwali, and I hope everybody get the fair portion of roti and pepper this weekend.
Well, all right, people, when that we out, I am not looking for my roti weekend. And I said I'm looking for my roti too. Well, it's that.